Hello! What's up guys? I'm King Legoland and this is my first ever YouTube video as well as the start of my 5-man group Hardcore Tileman series along with Caston G Gaming, Coffee Cake, Castrello, and Soda Sea Gaming. Most of us have experience with playing Tileman mode in the past, but this time around we will be following the accelerated Tileman mode rule set devised by SRAM1337 and the Tileman Discord community, which currently has nearly 1,000 people in it, but we do hope to cultivate our own Discord server as well. Even though we will be following the accelerated mode rules, there is one big twist. We used a random number generator to decide on where to start at from a list of 17 different feasible bank starting locations, meaning our starting tile has to be in front of a bank stall or chest. That is our main reason for playing accelerated mode, which lets us keep all of our items from Tutorial Island and unlocks additional tiles for every skill level, making the total number of starting tiles 33. Minigame teleports will only be allowed after getting to the location through either tiling there, item teleports such as jewelry, or teleport spells. We will also be establishing a group tile bank in which we can even lend or borrow tiles from other group members. With all that out of the way, let's get started. So my group decided on having 1KGIM as the tag, so this is the name I'll be going with. Alright, the name isn't taken. Ta-da! A big burly man. And now time to speedrun Tutorial Island. Catch a shrimp, chop a log, light the log, cook the shrimp, make the dough, cook some bread, mine some tin, mine some copper, smelt some bronze, smith a dagger, shank a rat, rat-tat-tat. And now time to talk to this dude. Alright, I'm all set. Oh yeah, just gotta go wallop this chicken in the face for a second. Good to go. Oh man, this is exciting. Another journey awaits. Off to the node I go. And gotta meet up with my group members to roll and see where each of us will be starting at using the random number generator. I hope I get somewhere good. Here's the clip.
Soda, you're first.
Oh man. Yeah.
Here goes nothing. 15. That puts you at Land's End. Ooh. Well, it's also the closest source for bear meat, which is very useful for Druidic ritual. Alright, now it is me, actually. RE 1 through 17 cannot be 15. 11. I get North Arty.
That could be a pain.
And then, alright, who's number 3? Yes, sorry. Then at 1 through 17 cannot be 15 or 11. 2. El Kharid.
Yes, give me that myth of sin.
And then, who was number 2?
That's me.
Cost, right?
Yeah.
Alright. RNG 117 cannot be 15, 11, or 2. East Valley.
Ooh.
And then that leaves Caston left, right? Everybody else is rolled? Cannot be 2, 5, 11, or 15. RNG, 1, 17. Alright, everybody knows where they're supposed to go. Unlock the first tile at your bank.
Well, here I am, the place where I'll be calling home for quite a while, I assume. I'm not too big of a fan of Kharid, even though there's so many good stuff to access. It's just too close to Lumbridge, which I'm already very familiar with as a Tileman. I also don't think I want to go any further south than Shanty Pass, for that matter, until much, since everything in the desert costs a lot of tiles. Some places that I do want to get to early on are Shanty Pass, the crafting shop, and the toll gate, because that's literally my only access to trees in this empty, treeless wasteland. I also don't want to train too much combat early on because we want to do Wintertot in the future, so having low HP helps. My main short-term goal is probably to get to the cooking range above the bank so I can cook all the shrimp I'll have by then for a huge boost in experience. And now to fish. Oh, gotta spend a few more tiles for these extra fishing spots, I guess. Level 2! There's the first level on my account finally. Oh, my first random. Not a great one for me though. But hey, a free potion's a free potion. Since this fairy is so close, I'm really debating on if I want to even use it to start doing the Temporis minigame. But I probably won't for a long time anyway. And there's level 10, finally. Tiling again already, because I have 16 tiles saved up. Just not quite sure if that's enough for the cooking range. But I'll try anyway. No, so close. I'll just go back to fishing again, I guess. And there's level 15. For anchovies. That's a huge boost in XP per hour now. Oh, and my first diary task. Alright, that's exactly 5 tiles saved up, so I can finally start cooking. Easy does it. And now I have 0. There's level 10. There's level 15 to cook trout. And there's level 20 cooking finally. That gave me quite a lot of tiles. I'm all out of shrimp to cook, so I guess I gotta get back on the fishing grind. Yep. I'll just go ahead and grab these tiles too for an extra bank stall to use. Ooh, Posty Pete. An actually useful random event this time. Uncut sapphires would be a very useful reward from this one. Wah wah. 2 emeralds instead, which is also fine, I guess. And there's 20 fishing, which means I'm now base 20 stats. In just those 2 though. There's level 25 fishing. And there's level 30 fishing for salmon. And that's actually the best experience per hour for free-to-play Tileman. Speaking of which, I guess it's a good time to start cooking as well with all this fish banked. There's 25 cooking. And there's 30 cooking, with a bunch of unlocks. I have a lot of tiles saved up, so I guess I might as well use them. I'll just start making my way over to Shantae because he sells some good stuff, and eventually it's a great way for me to get to Port Sarim. Just gotta figure out a way back to Kharid, or else I'll be hardlocked in Port Sarim without a way to teleport back. The only annoying thing about Shantae is that he wanders around basically that entire area, so waiting for him to walk by can get frustrating. but I got lucky. Well, the main items of interest right now are knives for my team, ropes for potential quests, and even hammers and bronze bars for easy early smithing training. He also happens to sell tons of feathers which could be useful for fletching and fishing later. Also going to need this bank chest just to make buying stuff easier. Now to buy the knives which everyone has been asking for, and I think I have the closest access to them. My hold shift to buy option isn't turned on because I had to make a whole new Runeline account. Still finding and fixing all the settings so they can match with my original Runeline account settings. And there's all the knives for my team in the group storage now. Ooh, a rake. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. Could actually be helpful for me, because there's a farming patch north of the crafting shop that I might end up waiting every so often for some lower farming levels. Well, now that that's done, back to fishing yet again, and got my first clue bottle, which I don't really care to open since there is no chance for me to complete it anytime soon anyway. There's 35 fishing, which unlocks tuna and temporas. Back to cooking again too, but also to tile more while I cook. Just setting up the tiles that I know for sure I'll be using no matter what when passing through here. This room is actually dual purpose. It has a furnace which is relatively close to the bank, as well as a man that I can possibly trap and thieve or beat up. That's 35 cooking, which means I can make pizzas and wines, both fairly useful. And there's 40 cooking, for cakes and lobsters, even more useful. Now to mug a man for some pocket change. This is actually a pretty good spot, because he can get trapped very easily without much effort. Just gotta stand around until he walks up to me again, cause I'm very stingy with my tile spending. I decided to grab my armor in case I accidentally happened to misclick attack him into a battle to the death. Had to hop a few worlds to get him trapped again though. Oops, he pulled me off. I'll just tile it to make it easier to pickpocket him. There's level 5 thieving. And on second thought, I'll just stop there until I can reach cake stalls in Artie probably. It's quite the ways away, but I'd rather be doing that because it's much easier and I won't have to worry about stepping off my tiles from a wandering man. I'll just go ahead and tile to the toll gate already though, since it seems I have enough. And there it is, along with the 4 intimidating guards that spin around at random intervals. But actually I'm not going just yet because I don't think I'll have enough tiles to do anything other than reach one normal tree to cut, which would just be way too slow to progress. I also don't want to go back and forth at the gate. Once I cross, I'll consider myself a very temporary ultimate Ironman because I don't want to waste GP for every time I need to bank. So yeah, you probably guessed it, back to fishing. Anyways, that'll be it for this episode. I hope my editing, sound levels, and mic were alright as this is truly my first YouTube video ever. Don't forget to check the description down below for all the links and to watch the different perspectives of my teammates. Like and subscribe. Thanks.